Hi, and welcome to Woodworking in Progress. This video is part 2 in a series on making a prototype for a client who wants a gaming table. Now in part 1, I made really the base. I had some legs, 2x4 frame joining them, and then a series of plywood panels to make really a playing surface. Since then, got a lot done, and I've defined really the playing area. And it's composed of something that I'm calling some rails. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is what a rail looks like. It's basically two long pieces, here and here, joined by several cross supports. Well, that makes the nice framework. And then on the top, this is what I call the shelf. You see it's just a nice panel. That's where the players actually are going to, put their elbows or hands or store their things as they're playing. So I've made 4 of the rails, and the idea is they're going to go on to the panels. They're going to be guided again by dowels. So put dowels in all 4 edges in a unique pattern, so you can't put the left one where the front one is supposed to be. They fit in a particular sequence though because of how I have to attach them. So let's look at that next. For the left and right rails, I used really just simply a bolt coming from underneath, followed by a wing nut. So that secures the ends, and they'll be hidden when the other rails are put in. I then use the embedded nut and a knob with a bolt on it to attach the rest. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Trouble was I forgot to check the thickness, so I needed to take a little bit of wood out so that they would reach the nut. Once I did that, it was pretty easy to get it. Don't even have to think too much about it. Finally, I thought, can I maybe cover those knobs? They're not the most attractive part. So took some scrap, hollowed out the bottom, and lo and behold, a cozy for the knob. So now let's look at how they actually go on. I start with the right end. I just align it with the end, push it forward onto the dowels. Likewise on the left end, just slides forward into position. Then with the back, it's just going to go in between those 2 rails, and the same again with the front. Just lower it down and push it home onto the dowels. And then all the rails are set. And that's the end of this video and part 2 of the series. Please join me for the final video in the series where I'll be making a few accessories for gaming and putting on some finishing touches. So please join me then for more Woodworking in Progress.